Welcome back. This is Adrian Aquarius, and I'm here to do a quick video on one of the most, I will say, interesting videos. Black is beautiful. So this is a video that came out years ago of a collection of black women stating how they love black men. So we'll take a look at this.
Dear black man.
Dear black man.
Dear black man.
Dear black man.
I know that the world wants to portray you to be a certain thing, but I see you. You are beautiful. You are smart.
You are valued. You are a king.
You are someone's love, someone's light.
You are a friend.
The issue that I have with videos like this is that they always tend to narrowly view black men as this easygoing person that they can just fall in love with, and there's this unconditional black love that they admire. But in reality, there is no camaraderie, and we know that that there isn't this easy going with them, with black women. There is no we're kings. We're not treated as kings. We're not treated as people. We're not really admired. We're not valued, and we're constantly talked down on how we're uneducated. We're broke. We're not excelling. We have no ambitions. We are just these lowly Negro men who failed at patriarchy. We failed, at being white men. And then if they're not blaming us for failing to be like white men, they blame us for the conditions of the black community.
A lover. A father.
I see you guys out there being providers. I see you being loving.
Young men like my son could look at you and say, if he did it, I could do it.
Your past does not have to define your future.
The struggle is there, but at the same time, we believe in you.
I'm sorry that the world sees you sometimes.
No, you don't. You don't believe in us. You have zero faith. And this video was made like 4 years ago. And what are black women talking about now? Black women are talking about how they want these 6-figure guys, and they're still braiding their education, like in the previous videos that I've shown. So what are these women talking about?
As a scary person, you're not scary. You're someone's son, you're someone's husband, and I truly love you.
You can do it. I value you. Don't let nothing stop you, because young men are looking up to you.
See, they're saying this and showing the kids because they're looking for stepfathers. They're playing this game of, I have a young son and he needs a male role model. He needs a black male role model. He needs you. And these women are caping and putting on a good front that they admire and that they notice our hard work. But in reality, we're just a wallet.
Are very necessary. Never forget that, because we need you.
I will always be here forever.
And that's a lie. These women will run. These women will leave you abandoned. They will make fun of you. They will talk about how you lack masculinity, that you're not a real man, and that they will find a better man to replace you. So I'm never going to believe in this bullshit that all of a sudden they value us when since for some of us, we've grew up hearing about how the black man wasn't shit to them.
The queen.
He's very loving and protective, passionate, ambitious. We have one. He's kind of like our adopted son. I've had him since he was 3 years old. He really loves him. They do everything together.
I was talking with a friend about some struggles I was having, still recovering from being cancer-free and surgery. She happened to know our family member of LeVar, and she asked me would I be interested in getting some help.
Oh, I'm good, and you?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
He is such a pure, caring person, just ready to help.
Chemotherapy was
But how often are these women willing to help you when you're down and out? You know, my father, he's a very, giving man to where he's, he's not afraid to lend, people money, donate things to them. But he, me and him were in the car together, one day, and he was just like, you know what, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with, having to give all this money and my time and resources to people, and then when I'm down and out, everybody's asleep on the wheel. Nobody's there. Nobody wants to listen. And black men have to kind of realize that, these women will abandon you. And it's more of an issue of when than if.
Was really bad on me, so there was no possible way I could work. He kept telling me, when you need help, don't be afraid to ask. So I did contact him. So he paid our rent for us, and a couple of days ago I contacted him again because we didn't have any food. And so somebody he knows dropped off.
I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of random. But I'm like, okay, well, why do they have a white woman and her white, son? So I'm kind of, I get what they're trying to say, but it just kind of went from, okay, black men are the so-called protectors and the of the black community, and now you have a white woman who, is in poverty. Now all of a sudden, we're the protectors of the world now. We're the protectors of America, and yet we still get nothing out of it.
A lot of food, tons of it. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that would truly go to the extent that he goes to.
He will see his mother going through stuff with her cancer, and he just wants
yeah,
to...
man, this is too much for me, and I'll give the brother his props, but I'm not built like that shit, man. I have no interest in donating, helping out, fixing the car. And it's not to say that these women don't deserve help. It's just the fact that black men are tired. And young black men like myself are not interested. We are not interested in wasting time.
Make sure that other women don't have to go through stuff like that.
I was 23 when my mom passed away. A regular 23-year-old, all I did was hang out with my friends and party, and real lost. It was a very, very lost period. And I have to give a lot of credit to my wife for helping me really find myself. She believed in me. And I always told myself once I got married, I was going to do some type of business. Why not do something to honor my mom and help women across the whole United States?
It's really encouraging.
Yeah, bro, you really have to stand up, and you should have done something for black men. You know, there's enough set aside, there's enough resources, there's enough people giving black women the damn world. And, you know, the thing is that it's just like, you know, this brother could be doing his best, but what's the bigger picture that black women see? They just constantly see black men as these dummies, these big old 6-foot-something dummies walking around broke with no education. We really have to be honest with ourselves and just say that, hey, we're done, and that we're not doing this. And honestly, he sounds pretty young, and he just kind of sounds like, you know, he's just happy to be married. He's happy, you know, to have a makeshift family. Because I don't even think the kid's his. I think they were saying that it was adopted, or I don't even really understand where the kid came from. But he just looks like he's just happy to be there. He's just happy to do something. And the thing is that guys like me, we're not gonna be happy with that. We're not interested in makeshift families. We're not interested in new age families. We want something that is ours.
People like him in the world.
So when I think about black men, the first thoughts that come to my mind are my father, my grandfather.
I think of nurturing spirits.
They are compassionate, they are resilient, strong, funny, charismatic, protectors.
I think black men have the most beautiful smiles on earth. A good chin.
This is nose to me.
Their skin is just so rich and full of such beautiful history. Light, dark.
And this is the problem that I have, is that this video is just straight out sexualizing black men to where you just think that black men are these 6'5" men walking around New York and Harlem with no shirt on. And this is just something that we just do because it just makes us look like bucks. It just makes us look stupid. And I'm so tired of this advertisement that black women do sarcastically. And then when guys like me who are non-select, under 5'8", and we're berated, we're made fun of because we're short, or we don't look like these guys sweating in the gym all day.
I don't care. As long as when I look at you, I feel safe, we're good.
My heart is racing, talking about this.
There's nothing like a man in a suit, but a black man in a suit?
They can just finesse anything they put on. You just have to turn to your homegirl and say, who is that brother?
They understand the microaggressions that you may face at work, and they just hug you really tight. They rub your hair. They know what it is.
I love to see a black man work hard, even if it's a construction worker or truck driver or bring the UPS box in.
See, and there you go. You're doing something simple, but hey, I'm just glad that you're doing something at all. And this is just so freaking, condescending. It's just almost as if these bitches are just pulling shit out of a hat. And they're just saying, we'll just put a positive spin on it. Hey, black men, I know that you're in jail, but, we hope that there's justice. We still love you. And it's like, these scenarios are just like, it's not pulling me. It's not getting me interested. It's just, black men are sexy one minute. We're a charity case the next, and it's just like we don't need you berating us over our working class jobs. But then again, you can have a simple job, but you don't want us to berate that. But you wanna pick on the working class brother and then make it seem like, oh, that's all he's good for because he's not as educated as me.
When the times get tough, when things are not going in plan A or B, they figure out a C.
It really comes to a person who never takes no for an answer.
The cinematography is really just all over the place. It's like, okay, we're showing black men scrubbing down a truck or whatever, and then you're gonna have a seemingly high profile black man putting on shades, and it's like there needs to be more context with that.
Depend on them for strength, but it's beautiful now to see their vulnerabilities in their heart. In my relationship, first thing I look for is to be protected.
I think black men are our protection.
They're gonna keep fighting for their family.
Yeah, right, you know, whatever.
And fighting for life. It's pretty hard to keep a black man down for too long before they rise up even better than they were before.
I love you, black man.
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 Black man, I love you.
I love you. I appreciate you. From this black queen to all my black kings out there.
And, you know, this proves nothing. Again, when, you know, this video was made 3 or 4 years ago, and you still have black women scrunching their face talking about how they're not going to cater to a black man. They, you know, they're a complete package. They're a package deal. It's either you're with it or you're not. So all these compliments, you know, they just don't do anything for me. There's black men who are non-select, get zero love from black women, and that's ignored. That's ignored in the black love community and in the spaces, because they want to promote shit like this to where they just want to sexualize black men and make you think that we're all 6'5", walking around with no shirt all goddamn day. And that's not the reality. And then even if you are the black man that they find attractive, they'll still berating you. They're still talking down on you about how you're not as educated. You're not working a sophisticated job like they are. So what's the point? What is the point of so-called black love to where black men are just something to do? We're just something to put up with because, you know, you can't compete with the white women or other races of women against their own men. This is sarcasm. This is condescending bullshit.